Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. If you're here with me in the Discord, YouTube, Kick, or X chat, say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Palo Santos, Trading Micro, Scott H, Mike, Denver Cubs, Joe P, Moneymaker Aspiration, Paul Yoon, Tick Hound, Ribs Mod, Sin Seller, Richard Harris, Dan Not the Man, Trader 555, Nor Nye, Randy, Scott TB, McGruff. Good morning to you, Fat Guy Out West, Dead Cat Bounce, Coach Steve, Bonafides, McDurf, Coach, or Chem Dog, Shady Lady, Rips Mod, Dead Cat Bounce, Mr. Yips, Doji One Kenobi, Lukey, morning to J Prowse, Davey Guy, Rap, SW, Bob, Hockey Shade, Skunked Ape, National, TW, Stan, Cyrus, Amateur Genius, Julius Dusk. What's that? Cam Digo, Sander DBE, Slay Big King Bree. What's up, Yama? Cam Dog Cube Q, Yuja, Noah Schwartz, Savia Tricks. Good morning to you. Cash Easy. What's up, David Atkinson? How are you? Mox in the building, July Peppers. Tomoki Tarbog, R. Dutton, KM. Good morning, Pocket Aces. Rocott, Chew Boo, have a super day. Watch Happy Gilmore 2. Don't do it, Ribs. Okay. Twisted my arm. Not gonna do it. What's up, Pie Pie? All good in Italy other than Ferrari. What's going on with Ferrari? Wait, did they lose? Did I miss a race? Was there F1 on Sunday? Did I miss something? This music is way too cracked for this early in the morning. What are you nuts? Get out of here. What happened with Ferrari? What's up, everybody? Oh, dang it. Last week, okay. Wait, last night there was a race. I missed a. Oh wow, wow, dang! No, spoiler alert. That's crazy. That's horrible. Is that right, MDR? That's what he said. Huh? Give me a second. Well, speaking of Ferrari, my Ferrari's still in the shop. It's in for an issue that I had before, so we'll see what happens with that. But that's, I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Ferraris are sometimes over-engineered a little bit. I don't know. I can go and do a tangent on that, but yeah, mine's still in the shop. I don't know if it'll be out this week. Maybe. We'll see. Good news is I don't have to pay anything for maintenance or anything. Matt says, morning, bro. Your kick is not on. That's fake news. There are currently 275 people watching. It's on now. Well, it's been on. Unless I'm having some type of hallucination. Do you like all the new electric controls and dials on the new high-end cars, or do you prefer the manual actual buttons? Well, I'll tell you, on my Ferrari, it has touch buttons. They have since replaced the touch buttons, not in my car, but on every model that's been coming out for the last year. There's a spec that's almost identical to this one right here. This one is a Spider, this model right here. There's one available right now. It's brand new. I think it has like 70 miles on it. That's available. I was thinking about getting it, but then it's kind of like, that's just sort of a waste of money. I don't know what I'd have to pitch in to get that thing, like an extra 100K or something like that. I don't know. Maybe even 200,000. I don't know if it's worth it, because I'm going to be getting the new SF90 probably in 2027 when that comes out, so I could have a car that holds me over for the next 2 years. But is it really worth 100K a year for another car? I don't know. Maybe I end up doing it. I have some really stupid ideas sometimes, so who knows? Am I familiar with Totem? Like the things that they had in Inception? Like a little spinning top? Yes. I have one myself. Carry it around with me all the time to make sure I'm not sleepwalking. Starting the morning off 950 from overnight profits. Nice. I have not traded yet, but this looks like a beautiful overnight session if you were just long. Basically, this is the lowest low we put in. Didn't take out the previous low that we had in. Kind of a nice setup. I didn't take it. I rarely am going to put on a trade and sleep and wake up and be like, oh, I got stopped out down here because there was news and I could have taken it off here if I was in front of my screen. Nah, I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to set a trailing stop either, because you could miss, like, it could whip down on some fake news and then go right back up. You should buy Toyota rips. It's good. I've had Toyotas. They are good. They're some of the best. Those engines will last forever. They're crazy. Any idea of the bias after last week and the overnight bull? I can't tell. Well, the bias is going to be dictated by the fact that we don't have a lot of news, scheduled releases coming out today. So if there's a breaking news headline, anything can change. Right now, there's not very many indicators of where the market's going to go long term, because we haven't had the data come out this week. We have earnings coming out this week. If it were that easy, I would just be able to set a position right now, walk away, just be brain dead, simple, easy money. That's not how trading works, unfortunately. How is your AI on X working for you? I don't know. What? You've lost me. But good morning to you. Bottom and current high ticked gold today. Let's see. Yeah, man. Gold in the pre-market on Friday was insane. Insane. Warner Rips, thanks for sharing your experience in the markets with us. You certainly have helped me during my journey 2 years in, and finally realizing slowing down and patience is key. That's the hardest part. That's one of the things that takes the hardest and the longest to learn, I think, is patience. Like true, real patience. Because there's so many times where you're patient and then things start working out. And then you kind of rush things again and then things stop working out. It's annoying. It's annoying. Worked for Toyota for 33 years. I can attest the powertrains are top notch. Yeah, I've never heard anybody really complain about the number of miles that they have on their Toyota. It's crazy. Good morning. A lot of people say that August is going to be a bad month. What do you think? Well, I mean, unless they're Doc Brown and they own a DeLorean, I really don't know how they'd know that. There's seasonality. There's certain things that happen because of taxes and what month it is. But for the most part, sometimes we can anticipate that certain months are going to be slow, but history is going to write that. The current happenings are going to write that. You could have, let me put it this way. You could have, statistically, August 4th be the most down day in the world ever to exist. And every single August 4th for the last 50 years has always been a red day. Trump can come on and say, I'm giving a $200,000 tax credit to every U.S. citizen. I'm canceling every tariff. Jerome Powell is out. Rates are going to zero for the next 20 years. I'm signing that into bill, and the market will go up. There's nothing that you can do to stop that with all of your data. Period. That's why I'm here every single morning. The markets are dynamic. They're shaped by what happens in the world every single day. So if you come on, you ask me, is it bullish or bearish today? Are we going to go up or down today? Unless you have a time machine and you want to share that with me, I'll go for a ride with you. We can go travel in the future together, check out the prices, look at what happened today, come back and trade it. That'd be fine. I'd love to do that. Let me know if you have one. You save me a lot of time. What's up? The one and only. Thanks for the gifted. Appreciate that. Very nice. National, are you a big Ferrari guy? I thought you were, well, I guess that's more GT3. But yeah. Yeah, you know the best Toyota ever made is the Land Cruiser. Hands down. One of the most perfect vehicles ever created. The Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser. I haven't seen the new one though. Best Toyota Supra? Land Cruiser is still going to be better. I would personally own a Supra over a Land Cruiser, but not the new Supra because that's just a BMW. Who are we kidding? The new Supra is just a BMW. It's not even a real Toyota. In Australia, we have Toyota Land Cruiser J70. Yeah, those are nice cars. Ferrari F1 is my team, but everything else is Porsche. Yeah, you like probably the Porsche GT3 Cup cars, right? A Lexus LFA, nah, that thing is overpriced nonsense. My friend owned, I think, a bunch of dealerships and ended up having a Lexus dealership and ended up having a Lexus LFA. I think he still has it, but I don't think I ever went in it or anything. Need a Mustang GTD? What is that? I gotta look that up. Mustang GTD. Can't imagine that thing corners very well. Dude, 327,000? Only thing I'd ever get, I mean, it looks pretty cool, but can it corner? Can it turn? This looks like a regular old Mustang with a wide body kit on it. Can the thing turn? If I was going to spend that much on a Ford, it better be a Ford GT. So we are looking at an 83% chance of a rate cut. Next meeting's not for another month and 13 days. When is, hold on, I gotta see when this is. Jackson Hole Symposium. Oh, August 21st, okay. 17 days until that. So that's going to be... I'm basically in 2 weeks from this Thursday. Yeah, Powell is definitely under pressure for sure. It's just gonna be interesting what happens at Jackson Hole. I don't think there's gonna be all that much, to be honest. This week's calendar, I think, is not very interesting here. Let me see. Tomorrow's gonna be soft. Wednesday, boring, 10-year note. Thursday, 30-year note. Jobless claims. And this week on earnings is not that exciting either. Yeah, this week's going to be kind of boring, I think. Unless we get some breaking news headlines. Because everybody's just going to be waiting for Jackson Hole, and that's still 3 weeks out, essentially. Not this Thursday, not next Thursday, but the following Thursday. They're entertaining. They're estimating 25 basis points. That's it. Certainly not 50 basis points. No shot. No shot, brother. Not even close. What prop you trading first today? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Fighting ticks are looking good. Take profit. I got 5 evals where the profit target's 2,000. I need to make another $1,000. And then Apex, I need to make another $4,000. So we're gonna see some trade announcements finalized according to Hassett this week. Could be interesting. Julie says, don't mind if it's boring. I should get a payout from Apex this week. Nice. Is this gonna be your first payout? Maybe Powell could go bird hunting with Dick Cheney. Yeah, that's probably what Trump would want to see. Nice little bird hunting session. Flip the contract, complete my 7 days Apex account. Nice. Yeah, I still, me personally, I really haven't, you know me, I've been focused on my Percy more than anything. So I think we've gotten to Apex PAs 2 or 3 times this year. And every single time I've just gone so crazy day one that I've pretty much bastardized my chances of ever getting a payout or even building up an account. I don't think I've had Apex PAs this year for, I think the longest time I've had a set of PAs is 2 days. Just because I've been blasting off so hard. But I'll try. I know I say that every time. I'll try. Blew my Apex PA Friday, trade of 8, forgot to flatten all. Oh, that's gotta be the last thing you ever do is just click exit, cancel. Like you just gotta click that button, slam that button. I keep losing mine all the time after the pass, no payout. Yeah, the problem is that I got my Percy. That's my problem. Like all of my good trades go into this thing. Wonder how good that trade would have been if I would have held it longer. But yeah, all my good trades go into this. This is where my square focus is going in my personal account. Prop firms and those trades, it's hard for me to put yourself in my shoes. You've been trading for 11 years. The market's like, hey, I want to give you $10,000. Certainly don't want to put that in an eval account. And then I also don't want to put it into an account where it's like, okay, well, you got to trade 7 more days and do all this. And then, like, I made $30,000 in under a minute on Friday. Let's imagine I did that like in a Tradeify straight to funded account. The max payout I can get from 5 of those accounts is $15,000 after trading for 7 days. It's really hard for me to convince my brain that I should sacrifice a trade in this thing so I can go trade in a prop firm account. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Makes sense in my brain. I don't know if it makes sense in yours, but makes sense in my brain. It's just hard for me to sacrifice the trades. So We have taken payouts in Tradeify. We have taken payouts in, I think Tradeify is really the only one this year. Pretty sure. But you're risking your personal money when you could be risking 300. The way you copy trade, etc. Yeah. No. I'm not saying. Please don't go and try to do what I'm doing. Please don't do that. You'll get blasted. You'll lose all your money. You're gonna get owned. You'll be like, wait, I thought you told us to trade personal. No, I didn't. No. I'm talking about for me. You've been trading for 11 years. Do whatever you want, but you know. What's up, Duque? Currently day 44 of my 250K PA account. I've taken 4 payouts totaling 11,150, and this Friday I can take my 5th of 3,000. Once I get the payout, I'm allowed to take my entire balance. That's sick. Congrats, man. What's your total balance? What are you thinking you're gonna take out? Have a safe flight there, Travis. But you test some more of your theories with prop accounts, like when you took the 30K, you could have easily made another 100K if you held through the entire sell. It's not how I approach my trading, though. It's not how I think about things. What's up, AMG? Buenos dias from Dorado. Nice. Just made 29,811 less than you just now off of 6295. Kind of the same. Yes, exactly the same, brother. We don't have any news here at the bottom of the hour, but let's see if things shuffle around. 15K, beautiful. Congrats, man. Coast it in there. Take it nice and slow. All right, let's see. 10 seconds, bottom of the hour. I don't know. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Hey. So we're going to have some giveaways tomorrow. I'm going to post about it on my Twitter. This whole week, I'm going to let you folks vote and take control over what you want to do. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do today's prediction on Kick. But yeah, I'm going to be giving away Funding Ticks accounts to give away, Apex accounts, Tradeify accounts. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and TBT accounts. That's right. Yeah, wow. So TBT, Tradeify, Apex, and Funding Ticks accounts to give away. That's gonna be dope. Just excited about that, so. All right, let's do this. Start a prediction. Which comes first today? 23. All right, you have time to vote right now. Go ahead. You got 30 minutes to vote on this prediction. You can gamble your points on Kick. Get yourself a free month of Clubhouse. There you go. Mox, you're going to be in Vegas this year? Did you go last year for the F1? Sounds like a Mario Kart song. Ridiculous. I need to change it too. Let's see. There we go. You went April? Nice. You have the points needed for a free month of Clubhouse from 10,000 to 17.5. It's not up to me, man. If Jerome would have cut the rates, it would have been staying at 10,000. But because he didn't cut rates, it had to be adjusted for inflation. So nothing I could do about it. You act like I make the rules or something. Wish it was up to me. Jerome cut the rates, would stay down, but nothing I could do. Let's see what's going on with the gold trade this morning. A little short back down, nice. Still just not a gold person myself. Like to wear it, but not to trade it. Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, and Google are all completely flat. So it's very difficult for me to find a trade here. If they cut rates, will market pump or dump? Anybody know? That should be an easy one. Come on. You just want to keep an eye on the 2 and 10, pretty much. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's so smart. Just keep an eye on the 2 and 10. That's all you need to do, really. That's it. Watch the 2-year and the 10-year. Pretty much it. I thought they were... Did TradingView already hide that, by the way? I thought TradingView had a section for that. Oh, there we go. It's back. Why is this on May? There we go. There we go. That's better. What will happen though? The VIX is they cut rates short term. Okay. Just logged on. Why are we discussing rate cuts today? Did I miss something? No. You didn't miss anything. Just yapping about the upcoming FOMC meeting in September. Even though they're anticipating a cut, there's so many things that can happen between now and September. It's a month and 13 days, right? 17th? Let me see. Should remember this. Yeah, 17th. A lot can happen. Wow, nobody's expecting 22,700. Everybody's expecting 23,300. I might fade you all. I'm just gonna fade everybody in chat. Any important news today that'll move the market? Yolanda's asking the right questions. The answer is no. Nothing. The only thing coming out is at 10 and we get factory orders. Durable goods, capital goods, like nobody cares though. Literally, nobody cares. It's gonna be so boring. And then we get a short-term bill auction, which again, nobody cares about a 3 and 6 month bill auction right now. Nobody. Market's gonna be pretty dumpy today. No, dumpy's the wrong word. Pretty boring. Pretty boring. I'm not really interested in trading all that much today. Hopefully the open gives us something, but my anticipation for good price action is quite low. So we'll see. If the trade is not that great, I'll probably trade some prop evals. Maybe. We'll see. If there's decent opportunities for some scalps, maybe we trade the personal, but not really thinking about it, to be honest with you. Subscribed over here. Should have done it at Kicks, right? I mean, Kick is the place. It's dope. You can subscribe everywhere. It's wherever you want to be, baby. A friend says, I feel the same way about gold. I like gold jewelry, but the gold instrument on the market I can't stand, moves too slow. Yeah. Just not a precious metals trader. Trade a lot of things. I just like equity index futures. Right now, rejecting at these highs, coming back down. 6,300 is trying to trade here in the S&Ps. If that breaks back lower, maybe the market will roll back down. I think Apex took 3 accounts that I'd been wanting to activate. What does that mean? What do you mean took them? And how long has it been? Yeah, let's see if we break 6,300 here to the downside. The S&Ps. That can make things interesting. Let's see. And when you have like Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Google, everything's just kind of sideways. It's just very hard for me to get interested in a trade that's going to do something. You know? This is boring. What'd y'all get into this weekend? I had a nice this past weekend. I did not have any in-laws in town, which was lovely. So I got to have my own weekend, which is nice. What software do you use to view the stock heat map? I'm just looking at the charts. TradingView. Vegas landed last night. Nice. How long you in town for? You saw G Herbo perform at a birthday party in Chicago. Nice. Very nice. Gambling and golf probably done at the same time, right? Went to Newport. Very nice. Newport's lovely. Newport, I think, is like the last piece of California that's still being held up. Kendrick Nunn birthday. He is a basketball player. Nice. Spearfishing. You catch anything spearfishing? Wow, DEF CON is already? Let me see. DEF CON Las Vegas. Is it 32? The 32nd DEF CON? That's crazy. August 7th through the 10th. There we go. I gotta make sure I turn off all my Wi-Fi if I go down the strip. That should be fun. Setting up for DEF CON next weekend. So you're just on vacation then. That's this coming weekend, right? 7th through the 10th. Where are you staying? Newport in Rhode Island. Oh. I thought you were talking about the other. Well, there's a lot of Newports out there, I guess. I just assumed you were talking about the one in California. It's the only good place in California left. That little slice right there. Everything else has gone straight down. So 6,300 did not break, by the way. Didn't break in the S&Ps. Run events at DEF CON, very nice. That's awesome. Those well charts indicators are good on the 10-minute. Yeah, those are cool. If you get an Apex account and you choose well charts, you get a lot of cool bells and whistles. It's dope. Do you still play poker? That's right. We're going to have the watch party tomorrow. Watch party tomorrow on Kick. 5 p.m. That should be a lot of fun. It's going to be sick. Doesn't TradingView provide tick-by-tick market data? If you pay for it, sure. 100%. Got to pay for it, though. Really like this move to the upside. Look at the short the market today. 23,110 to initiate the short. Let's see what's going on at 23,110. Let's see. I see. Right in that little area, that little pocket. Pocket of sunshine. Yes, anywhere in that area I think is good. As well as up here. As well as up here and here. A lot of different areas that could be interesting to initiate a short. This could just be a temporary relief bounce of shorts closing. Some people that are like, yeah, you know what? I shorted it from way back here. I'm okay with taking out my 700 points. All right, this ain't gonna do it. How do we end up on trap music? There we go. Congratulations on the 30K trade. That was nice. Thank you. Can't assume that we're gonna find one today, but hey, who knows? How's your AMP account going? Are you satisfied with them? Of course. If I wasn't, I'd switch brokers. great. I can say the only downside I think I have seen is just the margin restrictions on key news dates, but they restore those margins pretty quickly. So I haven't really had any issues. There was on FOMC, when I took a trade, I was limited to 15 contracts. But that was it. I mean, I was expecting I could take more. I ended up making like, I don't know, small amount of money. That was kind of the only time where I was like, too bad. But I can trade up to 100 contracts, so makes it worth it. What made you size into that trade on Friday? Wasn't able to tune in. You can always go back and watch the replay. Readily available here on Kick. Did you happen to send the TPT accounts for Friday's winners? They're very slow with that stuff, so it's out of my control. I wish it was up to me to just be like, pew, pew, pew. But they're very slow. Nothing I can do. Find it hard to short the market on Friday when it was already so shorted? I mean, no. Made 30K doing it. No. I don't really think about that stuff. There's no such thing as 2x. Like, hear people say that a lot. Like, oh, man, Tesla's been down so much the last 7 days. It can't go down anymore. It's 2 down already. Nah. That's not how that works. I never think like that. Where are my commissions? Let me see. My commissions for Friday were $630. So we made $29,644 after fees. Not bad for 30K. Let the market tell you where it's going exactly. There you go. Market have been consolidating this 2318, 23031. Oh, 39. Yeah, this is not my cup of tea. This type of market is just boring. We talked about this last week. I'd rather the market gives me a 3-inch putt rather than a 30-foot putt. I just want to tap it in. Give me a really good setup. You know, most people, a lot of people out there would love to make 30K in a month. If I have the possibility of making 30K in under a minute, I'm cognizant of that. I understand it's a lot of money. So I'm just going to wait for the 3-inch putt most of the time. It's really what I want. 2 kings and blackjack. There you go. That's it. Make it simple. Make it easy on yourself. Now, with prop firms, sometimes you got to stay active, which is fine. You can still be patient, wait for one trade to show up. You know. Your message on X Saturday was truly inspiring. Thank you for reading that. Appreciate that. I tend to sometimes post those types of messages on X and those just kind of like thought dump of like how I feel about things, and people tell me it's helpful, so I continue doing it. So hopefully it was all good. 7 years into trading now, best lesson I learned was to sit still. It's a tough one. I think it's one of the hardest things to do in trading, especially because it's like, to learn how to trade, you do want to trade, but then it's like you trade too much and kind of go overboard. It's tough. It can be very tough. Trading in general is just very hard. It's always going to be hard. Didn't seem like you did much IRL over the weekend. Let me see. Three hours and 30 minutes of IRL streaming. That's longer than a Lord of the Rings movie. I'm sorry that wasn't enough for you. My bad. I'll make sure that I do it for 6 hours next weekend. Just for you, buddy. Oh, and you didn't even tune in. That's a good way to get on my by the way. Come in, complain I didn't go live, and then tell me when I did go live for 3 hours and 30 minutes that you missed it. Nice guy. Can't wait to talk to you more often. Nice guy. Sick of these influencers acting like it's easy. LOL, not a single one of them will post a broker statement. That's how you know. I mean, that's how you know. That's why I kind of went on that mission for this year to kind of make a point. And so everybody could kind of see how bad it is in this entire industry. Everybody's a clown for the most part. There's some good apples. There's some good people. But most people are in this industry are just complete clowns. But you'll figure it out eventually. Spend enough time out there. You'll figure it out. Got up at 4 a.m. Eastern yesterday to take a leak. Roz was streaming from a nightclub in the DJ booth. That's right. Did you give him a? Did you tune in? Are you nuts? Rips has posted his many times. He's not talking about me. He's talking about everybody else. That's the point. He's not talking about me. Ribs, what do you think of Tori? Does her info work like she says it? I don't know. I've not really paid attention to her stuff. I have no clue. I really don't pay that much attention to other people. I mean, I can see at a surface level who are like the absolute total clowns. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, but I have not paid enough attention to Tori to give my information about that. I'm sure she's fine. I have no idea. No clue. Hey Ribs, how are you? Took a pause from trading. Now I have a PA account with Apex and I'm almost there. Wait, how did you get one from pausing trade? You got to show me that trick. I want to take a pause from trading and then unpause and then have PAs to trade. I want that. I want to do that. I want to do that. She posted broker statements. There you go. Great. I'm all for it. If people want to show their broker statements, I'm like, hey, thumbs up, man. Here, let me just, while we're talking about it. Make sure I don't do the thing I always do, which is show my stupid. There we go. Trying to do this without doxing myself. I don't think there's anything on screen that'll dox myself. Okay, try this. There you go. So this is, I'll make sure there's nothing. This is my report here in my Gmail. If you go back and you look at every single trade that I posted for last week, all of these numbers are all gonna match up. There's a 630 I told you I paid in commissions. Whoops, can't see that. There you go. There's all that. I mean, this should not be hard. Somebody's telling you that they trade to show you a broker statement. All of the trades that they told you they took should match up. Somebody can screenshot this and go look at all my trades from the week and they should match up. So this is from my Gmail. You know, not that hard to do. Somebody's telling you they really trade and they can't produce that for you. Well, guess what? Like, imagine I told you I made 30K on Friday and then I try to show this and like, that's not correct. And then look at this, my balance, 364, 436, 35 cents. When I press the button to change the scene over to my amp, if it says anything other than this number, there's some trouble afoot. Let's see. 364, 436, 35. Hold on. That's all real. I can move my mouse. The fields change. It's kind of weird, huh? Kind of weird how that all happens. You know, kind of strange how that happens, I guess. But there you go. Ain't that hard to do, folks. Ain't that hard to do. There's a reason why ICT doesn't do that, because it doesn't trade real money. The reason why a lot of traders can't do that, because they don't trade real money. They trade this account one day, they trade this account one day, they show you the one that worked. You know, that's it. Do whatever you want with your time. If it was up to me and I was in your shoes, I'd be trying to follow somebody or watch somebody that trades their own real money, puts their own risk on the line, and then can show it to you, you know? That's just me. Maybe I'm a retard. Who knows? Who knows? Saw one of your ICT videos of him showing AMP statements like yours. Well, the problem with that, Cash Mar, problem with that is that he was cherry picking statements. And he was showing you the ones that he won, but wasn't showing you the ones that he lost. And also, it was like he's like trading and it's like there's $10,000 in the account. Like, if you're a real trader, you know, yeah. It's all right. You'll figure it out eventually. I have full faith in you. If you're already in here watching this stream, you've already surpassed a lot of the knuckleheads who have not gotten there yet. Most people get there after a couple of years and they're like, oh, dang, there's a lot of terrible people in this industry. It sucks. You know? You'll get there eventually. Everybody kind of ends up in the same thing. They start out and they do like the ICT thing. They're like, wow, this guy's so inspirational. And then you start watching and they're like, wait, did this guy really just release a 6-hour video for like, there's 2 minutes of strategy and there's 6 hours of him talking about how has a like God's cell phone number. And he's like, hey, what's up, God? It's ICT. You want to send me some more trading information? And then you're like, dang, this is kind of terrible. And then like you spend like 3 more months on it because like everybody around you is like, bro, it's so good. It's so good. And then like, you know, you've been failing. And then like a year into it, you're like, dang, this trading thing is hard. Why is everybody saying this guy is so good? And then he like just paper trades nonstop. Doesn't show any broker statements. Terrible trader. And then finally, like 2 years into it, you're like super frustrated. You're like, I've been wasting 2 years listening to a bunch of these retards. There's got to be something better out there. And maybe you mosey on in, you find Ripsy's stream, who's like, hey man, you're going to suck at trading for like 10 years. You're going to be horrible at trading. You're like, wait, hold on. This actually makes sense. He's not lying. Trading is hard. Why is everybody telling me it's so easy? And then you finally realize, you're like, dang, there's so many scammers and terrible people out there that are garbage. I had like, dude, I get DMs every single day, but I had a DM. Somebody's like, hey man, what's your premium group? Like, how do I get in your VIP group? I was like, well, you watch the free streams and you never pay me a dime. He's like, wait, what? I'm like, dude, do not pay me anything. Watch my free streams. They're free. Stop trying to give people money. Just do the free thing. It's all you need. You don't need to pay anybody anything. Just do the free stuff, man. They're like, that's the first time a guru's ever said that. I'm like, brother, I'm not a guru. I just stream in the morning. Like, just leave me alone and just watch the free stream. Stop trying to hand me money. I don't want your money, man. There's your answer. Find somebody who you vibe with. Maybe it's not me. I don't care. It's not me. Great. Find somebody you vibe with, man. Or woman. Find somebody you can vibe with. Find somebody that you can lock in with, you know? Hey, if you're gonna watch somebody for free, have somebody that can, you know, prove their stuff. Oh yeah, Gold House is coming in. Great. Wait, what did I miss here? Hit my 2025 end if year goal. End of year goal 3 months into finding the rips. Ah, dude, you're crazy. Nice work. Congrats, man. Five years around the trading world, never hear about ICD before prop trading. I never understand what is around ICD. It's just whatever. I've already spent too much time yapping about it. Still haven't taken a trade. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching who are like, why does anyone watch this guy? He doesn't even trade. There's something in there. There's a message in there, actually. There's something in there. I still get like people that come in. There's comments. People will leave. Like, I sat and watched this guy for an hour. He didn't even take a trade. What a scumbag. Or, I don't know. There's one guy. There's like a funny comment I posted. He didn't even take a trade. This guy just yaps the whole time. How many hours a day do you trade? Just 1 to 2 hours in the morning? I mean, it depends. Like if there's something going on, like FOMC, did I make money on FOMC? Yeah, it was last week. So yeah, I traded FOMC. I wasn't live for it, but I traded it. I think I made, let me go back and check. That was last Wednesday, right? 10K? No. 6K. Yeah, 6K. That makes sense. There you go. For me personally, it's been hard to understand trade logic right at the open, but it's starting to click now. I'm not leaving this stream because it's by far the best, the most real one out there. Appreciate you, man. The thing is like my style might never resonate with you, and that's okay. Hopefully there's something you can learn from it. Maybe there's not. I don't know. I truly hope that the time that you spend is all for naught. You know, it's not going to be all for naught. I hope that there's something that you can take away from the stream every single day, but that's just my hope, you know. I can't guarantee anything. That's the best part. Lots of folks talk about patience and waiting for their setup, then take a dozen trades while they're being patient. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll trade props to put on some trades, but for the most part, you see me, like I trade my personal when I feel like I should be trading my personal, which is not that often really. I will go days without trading my personal. I think on Monday, I know we didn't take a trade. Let's see, how many days? I think I traded 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 days last week. And then I traded Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Didn't trade Friday, didn't trade Thursday, didn't trade Wednesday. Or I guess it doesn't have history that goes this far back. I'm just looking at my my charts on TradingView. Yeah, it looks like it only goes back to Monday the 21st. And before that, there's no history. So I guess it logs, what is that? In TradingView, 2 weeks. That makes sense, 2 weeks of trade data. Can't believe it's already August. I'm already like feeling like I'm missing summer, you know? Kind of annoying. Like I wish it was June right now. Not for trading, but just because I want summer to be forever. Not ready for it to get cold. Are trend lines real? Sure. People trade off trend lines. Algorithms trade off trend lines, you know? The challenge I have, this is not a jab, is the size you trade. I mean, we're all going to be different, right? We're all going to be different. I found what works for me over the years. Some people never, ever want to size up. They could do fine. I mean, you can make a lot on a single contract. You can make plenty of money on a single contract, especially if you're extremely patient throughout your trade. Let's just say that, you know, on this day, you traded one contract, 800s. What is it? What is one contract? It's 200 a 10 pack, right? 800s down to 320. It's 480 points. You would make 9,600. 10K on one contract, right? Am I wrong on that? 800 down to the lows of 320s. Make around 10K on one contract. There you go. Las Vegas doesn't get cold? Oh my God, does it ever? It really does. It gets freezing. What platform am I showing? This is TradingView. This right here, TradingView. Trade micros just for the lack of stress. I feel I'm able to hold longer through fake outs. Still love learning your stop or setups. I mean, trade whatever fits your criteria. There's no right way to trade. That's the best part. There's no one correct way to trade. There's never going to be one correct way to trade, you know? Find what works for you, lean into it, and get moving. What's freezing for Las Vegas? I mean, it almost kind of like snowed here last year. I mean, there's snow on the mountains when I'm driving down to the strip. I can see snow caps on the mountains. It gets very cold. Anyone else having a problem using code GRIPS on TPT? I mean, code GRIPS would never work, but code RIPS would. Just double check here. Let's see. Just rips, RIPS. That's it. RIPS, baby. I'm working on my end. I don't know what's going on with you. Not working for you. Been watching for 2 years. I still always see the opposite trade you do, but I've learned to trust your logic. There you go. Hey, that's fine. That's totally fine. On Tradeify, I was under the impression you could use TradingView charts to trade with Lightning funded, but apparently you have to have a live account to do so. Really? Are you sure? I mean, I would not be doing that because it's just going to be so slow. I feel like props with TradingView is not great. You know, I just don't think it's very good. You only trade NQ. When the market is very thin, I will trade the S&Ps, but it has to be extremely thin. Wow, we just had a little flush Cito there. But no, I'll trade S&Ps. I like to place trades on index futures, so NQ and S&Ps are really what I'm looking for. All right, we got about 15 minutes here till the market opens. I'll be right back with you. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. We missed nothing. Missed absolutely nothing. My book map is empty. You got to fill it with data, my friend. Got to have a data connection for it to work. Looks like nobody wants to sell this market. We came back down to that magical line. Wow, 2360. Magic. Touched it, and here we are. Looks like a lot of people are going to win some channel points today, by the way. Factory orders? No. Not going to be a mover at all. Very slight. Nobody cares about that. Today's news is lackluster at best. Not going to be great at all. What indicator do you use for your levels? I drew them myself. Talking about this? The magical green lines? Or are you talking about these? You're talking about these. That's Spaceman BTC. Let's go 22. Is that what you voted on there? Let's see. I think the prediction's closed now. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Wow. Very few people voted for 22,700. Crazy. The odds are not great for 23,300. Do I use GAX levels? Yes. Options are very important. My funded futures have eval consistency, right? Not sure. Crazy, we're seeing these pumps from the NQ, but S&Ps are still shuffling around 6,300 here. So if we have that weakness persist off the open, I mean, we can see a nosedive from equities to bring the NQ rate back down. Could drop 80 points out the gate, you know? Easily. Inside 10 minutes now till the market opens. Inside 10 minutes. Still haven't taken a single trade. Let's see what happens here off the open. You never know. Maybe we'll finally get some clean price action. You never know. Josh says, Ribs, it sucks. I passed 5 evals on Apex, but I cannot afford to pay for all 5 PAs. I'm saving up, and hopefully next month I'll be able to pay for them. There might be... Like, what about straight to funded? Have you thought about doing just a straight to funded account, one single account, instead of doing it that way? That's what I would try. Just one. One single account. Don't need 5. You have 48 hours to buy PA? Yeah. You're probably not going to be able to pay for them, I don't think. How much is a straight to funded account? When we had the Tradeify sale last week, there was like a July? Yeah. July sale last week. I think the cheapest one was like $119 or something like that. 48 hours to sign, no to pay. Okay, so yeah, make sure you sign your documents there, Josh. And just email them, let them know you're not going to be paying them for a while. You don't have to do all 5 at once either. Just do one, man. Why does everybody think that you got to do... You don't have to trade multiple accounts. You trade one account. Where's my house? Let's see. Got a sub there, buddy. Got to make sure you're subbed. Yeah, you get unlimited time to sign and pay. That's correct. Well, after you sign, you get unlimited time to pay. You have to sign within 48 hours. Yeah, exactly. Just activate one account. How does straight to funded work as opposed to the other? All of your trades matter. There is no evaluation phase. Every single trade you place counts as a day towards your first payout. You don't have to sit there and do like TPT, you have to pass in 5 days. It's the shortest amount of time. And then you pay for your main account, and then you trade on that for another number of days, and then et cetera, et cetera. Like with Tradeify and funding ticks, straight to funded accounts, every trade you take in those accounts matters from day one. So I personally prefer the straight to funded accounts, but they are more expensive. They do have sometimes separate rules from the other ones, but there you go. That's it. I had a few sitting, forgot to fund them. They charged me another monthly. Interesting. You still got your SQQQs on there, Tiger? Your equity position? ES is coming up under my rhythmic, but NQ is gone on Bookmap. Let me see on my NQ rhythmic. No, it's right there. That's my NQ rhythmic connection. It is working just fine. Bullish at open? I mean, it really is up to equities. Equities are flatline. Go look at Microsoft and Meta's chart. I mean, look, here, I'll show you on the screen. This is flatline, brother. How am I supposed to know? Look at Meta. Flatline. Look at Apple. Flatline. Nothing. How am I supposed to know? No clues from equities. Who knows? There's a fund that open up. We start buying a bunch of long-term calls and short-term calls, and market just goes. You never know. S&Ps are holding above 6,300, but not that much. %12 expected move in Palantir on earnings. Fun. Today's a Canadian holiday. Get to trade with no work to disrupt. That's nice, but unfortunately, today is just a very boring day. Unfortunately. I wish I could say differently, but is what it is, brother. Algos just come on. I mean, we get 925 algos, but again, we're very flat right now. Not all that much going on. What's a yellow line indicator? That would be VWAP. Or depends on which part of the world you're from. Some people pronounce it VWAP. Let's move straight to gambling rips. I mean, maybe. We'll see. Session and HLC3 for the VWAP. Let's see what happens, though. Got nothing but time. All the time in the world, baby. Do you teach your trading style every single morning, baby? For free. Always free. Unable to find the indicator? This? Can't find VWAP? I don't get how. Does Bookmap show you all the sell and buy orders in the market in real time? Yes. In the realest of real time. Let's see what happens today, huh? It's crazy. We are exactly where the market opened on Friday. We're all the way back up. It is crazy. Oh, they were looking for the VWAP. That's true. Rip's in a good mood today. I mean, had a great weekend. Very well rested. Had a great sleep. No pressure to do anything today. Maybe the market will do something. Maybe it won't. Who knows? I don't. I'm just here to entertain. I'm just clicking my mouse, CMH. Just clicking my mouse. Look at that. We are pumping up to 23,001. 10 seconds, everybody. Good luck. Let's have some fun today, huh? Let's have some fun. Not made any trades yet. That's the weirdest market I've ever seen. It's like it's open, but it's not. Okay, then. It's gonna be that soft today? Wow, there's some buyers in this market. That's crazy. A lot of buyers. S&Ps are going too. Short-lived though. A little burst. Tesla coming down. Apple, Microsoft, Meta, little perk up, but then kind of failing. I don't know. Very soft. Very soft. Wonder if we're going to take out this liquidity at 6312 in the S&Ps. Looks like a lofty target, but who knows? Still no trades, just watching. This is like right where we had the Percocito on Friday's market. That last Percocito. Doesn't look like there's many algorithms turned on right now. Not a lot of liquidity in this market so far. Nvidia's coming down. Meta, Microsoft sort of perking up here. Looks like there's some overhead supply, some defense coming in, but very like unconfirmed market feels like. Just lofty. Not strong buyers, not strong sellers, just softness. Starting to come down a little bit more aggressively here. I wonder if we get all the way a fade down to the 23,060 level. Still haven't taken a trade. It's just not my type of opening. I would ever, not my thing. Very just inconsequential to my trading style. It's all over the map. We did take out 6312 there. I think we pumped to 231,069. That'd be a crazy pump, my friend. If the NQ is trading 231,000, I'd love to be long even just half of a contract. Still nothing. Still haven't taken any trades. Just watching. Makes you wonder if we're actually going to break out or if we're just like, it just doesn't look like it has a lot of strength either side. Doesn't look like it's going to sell off like crazy. Doesn't look like it's going to blow out like crazy. It just kind of looks like bleh. Just bleh. Boring. Passed funding this tick last night using the code RIPS. Nice. Very nice. Good job. Market's still going. S&P is still kind of just slightly pushing. I don't know. I think I'd be okay with not even trading this. Number one thing I've learned from you is patience. Nice. I love to hear that. Looking for that triple top breakout perchance. There it kind of goes. Not really seeing any players off sides. It just looks very controlled. Very controlled, but thin. What other news do we have this week? What would be a choice day to trade this week? Not gonna be Tuesday. Not gonna be Wednesday. Maybe for the 10-year. I guess Thursday pre-market is really gonna be the only pre-market that's gonna be worthwhile. That's a shame. Bought 350K TPT using code RIPS today. Hope I win on the next giveaway. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's that SMB that I keep mentioning? What, like suck my balls? That's the only SMB I know. That's one I drop all the time when we have trolls in here. I go, suck my balls. Is that what we're talking about? That's the only SMB I know of, my friend. The old suck on my balls. Oh, you're talking about S&P. Oh, Standards and Poor's 500. Sorry. I thought we were talking about something completely different here. Do you know why Rips? Do you know Rips why TradingView are so slow when we connect with Tradeovator products? Because you're going through a connection through a connection. You're going through a connection within a connection. You're connection-ceptioning. You're con-exceptioning. Oh, now it's really starting to open up here. Shorts could get in trouble here. Especially if it opened up above 160s. Yeah, we're starting to see a little squeeze action now. All the way up to 23,150. We are halfway home for the people who wagered on this. What was it, 23,300? Let me check. Let me check the old prediction here. Yeah, 23, we're halfway home. 150 more points. Pushing up here, I would think that, you know, we could potentially see a topping at 175. But this thing is just slowly grinding higher. Just grinding, baby, grinding. Grinding. Every single equity except for Amazon is showing us green right now. I wonder if this, I mean, it could definitely pull back maybe to like 63.15 in the S&Ps. But, you know. Everybody wants 23,300 for the wager. Going a little bit sideways now. Slightly, but not really. I wonder if Amazon has some bounce in its step at all. But we are seeing a little bit of topping up here at 160. Wonder if shorts will pile in here. 63.20 here on the S&Ps. Still liking TPT. I think TPT is great. Any of the props I talk about on here I think are great. They're all different rules, different opportunities. If you took some time off, you probably haven't heard me talk about funding ticks, which is another good one in my opinion. They have great straight to funded program. I have not traded my Percy. 0 trades. Just watching with the rest of you. Nothing. Literally watching. Would have been nice if I had a long from 23,095. It'd be up 100 points almost. but didn't see it that way. It was just too slow. Momentum could have reversed. We're just doing these little pullbacks and pops, but it's just the trajectory has slowed down significantly since 150. Max number of accounts you get out of funding ticks. It's an unlimited number of accounts up to 300K worth of whatever. 300K in allocations. So that could be 6 50K accounts. It could be, 4 50K accounts and one 100K account. Max allocation is 300K. And there you go. Wonder if we have any type of pullback to like below 150 here. See, this is why I don't want to take a long in this market right now, is because like these pullbacks are loosey goosey, They're just kind of like whatever. I don't trust it short because we can just run into a bunch of liquidity, say at 150, and just 15 handle quick bounce. So 3-inch putt, everybody. 3-inch putt. That's what you're looking for. The 3-inch putt, not the 300-yard putt. Microsoft is kind of waffling around where we're trading on Thursday's lows before Friday sort of rolled. Remember, Microsoft's still kind of dealing with their digestion of earnings from last week. Last Thursday after the bell. Very strong positive reaction for their earnings. Does it straight to funding on funding ticks require 5 days of trading before payout? Let me see. I think it's 5 or 7. I can't remember. Too many prop firms. Let me see. TPT's sale ends this week too, by the way. If you're thinking about getting TPT. Let me see what my dashboard says here. 7 trading days. 7 trading days. For straight to funded. 7 trading days. So we're just continually running into 150, finding some bids. There's a huge bid at 63, just under 63.18, the S&Ps. Yo, Cash with the 5 gifted. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the 5 gifted. Hooking up everybody who didn't have a house. Putting the homeless in homes. I love it. Nice trade out of 165. Nice work there, Shelly. Yeah, still not my cup of tea here. They pulled that order at 63.18. The S&Ps. I feel like the 3-inch putt was long off the open, but I didn't get it. Maybe I could try to trade some props. There's nothing coming across my wire for trading the Percy, so I don't think I'm going to end up trading the Percy today, which is fine. We made 30 racks on Friday. That's a good day. Whatever. Yeah, I trade Apex evals. I got take profit trader evals. I don't know. Whatever. What's up, Dave? Been watching your stream since I saw you in Wealth Chart Summit 360. Great content, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Just here to keep it real, brother. Dave, have you given Kick a try? Have you given a shot over at Kick? Yeah, this is a topping area. You can see we just kind of went vertical there. Early shorts getting clapped there in the NQ. Looks like a lot of folks fighting to cover their shorts. Probably send it all the way up to 200s here pretty easily, I'd say. Let's see if I can catch something in. What do I want to do? Funding ticks? Just get a little trade on funding ticks, maybe. Change that to 3 contracts. See if we get a little pullback here. Try to layer into this. Let's see. Yeah, funding ticks. We are long in funding ticks now. Looking for this to traverse all the way up to 220 maybe. Pull back to 180, I would add to that. $200 should blow out, but let's see. There are going to be people covering into that. Back here to 190. I forget what our max size is on these things. I can't remember. I think we're at it. Old Ripsy never remembers the rules. Let's see if we can hold this thing all the way to 220. That'd be lovely. Blow out of 220. What's our average here? 91s. Little kerfuffleation there at 91s. There is some overhead supply at 200s. S&Ps are dealing with a little bit of it too. 6325 wants to trade out there in the S&Ps. There's a lot of orders being stacked at 190s there. A lot of them. But doesn't mean we can't take it out. See if we break out 200s here. Might have to cover some of this into... No, there we go. Let's see if we can trade out 220s here as I wanted to. All right, there we go. Up at 200s, out. I forget. I covered because I don't know what the max amount is I can make on these. I always forget. For the consistency rules, I don't remember any of the prop trading rules. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I just don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Doomslayer with the gold house. I don't know what the consistency rules are, but targets are 220 for sure. Are you sure? Yes, I'm short and I make money when the market goes up somehow. Because I stand on my head. Now, I really don't know the rules for... it's hard for me to remember the prop rules. So, I think this is a good trade all the way to 220, to be honest with you. But I don't know what I could hold to. I don't know how much profit I'm allowed to have in these accounts. I have no idea. No clue. Nice work there, Victor. Way to go. Pedro says, you just helped me get out of a $2,000 drawdown. Thanks, mate. It's great to hear your comment about the market. Thanks, Pedro. Thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah, I mean, that was just one trade that I wanted. Don't have to break your back over this simple trade. Why would I have a different previous month high on my spaceman than Rips? I have 23,320. Do you have BADG on? That's what you need. You press the BADG button. That's what you're missing there, big pal. Everybody's saying their house disappeared. I mean, you gotta do the you gotta click the subscribe thing if you want the house. That's how that works. No. These are funding ticks, not Apex. Funding ticks. I traded my funding ticks 0 accounts. There's your 220, by the way, if you're waiting. Kid does it again. There you go. There's your 220s as expected. Funding ticks have like a consistency rule or something. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Everybody expects me to remember all these frickin' rules, man. I just press buttons. Consistency is... I don't know. I don't know. Somebody usually chimes in and helps me, but nobody ever wants to help me. I don't get it. Bunch of jerks you are. Funding ticks at 25%. What's max profit? 6,000? Carry the one. Most I can make is 1,500 in a day. 1,500. Wait, 40% or 25%? Oh dear. I'm talking about straight to fund. All right, whatever. You guys want to be mean to me. Your trade took like 10 seconds. Great. That's good. Would you rather it took 10 hours? I made $3,033.60. Wait, how'd you get your house back? You turn it off somewhere? Should be 25%. Nice, Matt. Way to go. Can somebody get Matt a house, please? Matt had a house. Now he doesn't have a house. Come on, Matt. Get Matt a house, somebody. He needs one. Got evicted. What's the weather outside? I don't know. Do I look like Siri? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm allowed to make on Funding Tick Zero. Nobody's helping me, so I guess we'll stop asking the question. Whatever. Hey, fat guy out west, you're a ledge, bro. Thank you. Just passed 20 Apex and 5 TPT. Let's go, Michael. What am I looking for? Well, the market's going to go into consolidation here after that rip. You're going to assume that people are going to sell out their longs. They're going to be selling out their longs and potentially piling in short, but there's really no reason to short this market, right? So you're probably going to have a pullback, maybe to around 200, find some thicker bids, and then maybe blast off again. I don't know that I can even trade my Funding Tick Zero accounts anymore. I think they're done. I don't know though, because nobody's helping me. Kind of annoying. This is why I stream. I stream so that folks can let me know the rules of these things. But nobody wants to help, so. Let's see if we can trade Apex evals here. I think I have this selected correctly. Try this Apex evals here. See if we can get underneath the 10s. Because if we break those 10s, this thing can get pretty wild. If we don't break these 10s, I'm probably going to abandon this trade. But watching here. A lot of liquidity shaping up here at the 10s. So if we break on that 63.29 area, this thing will be a lovely push down. So watching down here. Some thicker bids are showing up. But my idea is that I want to push through those things. Push through them. Just like that. A little bit more. Hot potato. And there you go. All right, we're out. Apex. $1,000 on Apex. Bingo bango. The name is Django. Consistency is 25% rips on Funding Tick, so that means that I can make $1,500 in a day because the profit target is $6,000. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, 2 trades in the docket. 100% win rate. What next? TPT? I don't know. Kind of over trading for the morning here. I waited all morning for these trades. Come on. I feel like pulling some slots. I didn't play any Yeet, Thunder Pick, or what's the other one? Glazy Ball. What's the other one called? Iron Beam? No, that's a futures company. Rainbet. Thank you. Rainbet. Sometimes my brain just stops functioning. Make sure I depoted on all of these. I guess I forgot to depot on Thunder Pick. That's fine. We can play Yeet and Rainbet. I want to run it up in Yeet, to be honest. I really do, by golly. I want to run the jewels, baby. You see what I'm saying? I want to run the jewels. I want to run the jewels. Which one is your favorite casino? I mean, that's like picking my favorite children. It's Yeet. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. I like Thunder Pick. I'm up 130K, or I was, until I gambled a little bit back, but I don't know. The Yeeter board is dope. I like the Yeeter board. Let's see who's winning on the Yeeter. Well, we'll check. We'll check when we switch it over to Gambling Stream. Are we done for trading? Can we be done with trading? Like, I'm not going to trade my, like, he traded his personal, didn't? No, I didn't. I'm not a dingus. Why would I trade my personal when I don't believe in any of the movement of the price? You know what I mean? I'm just not going to do it. So it's a day off in the personal. Not a lot of stress going on there. But then when you look over in Trade Evade, hey, look, we traded. There's a funding tick 0. I didn't know how many contracts we were allowed to trade on these things, and I didn't know how much energy I could push to the top side. But hey, we did it. There you go. There's our funding ticks. We got 103,000 in the balance, which means we're up 9,000. Hey, that actually means something now. We're up $9,000 in our funding tick 0 accounts. That's the third trading day of 7, so I almost halfway home. And then over in Apex, we made $1,000, copied across 5 accounts, keeping our drawdown in check. We got $4,000 more to trade on those. So, you know, when I don't really feel like trading the Percy Jackson, I'll trade these things with you folks. TBT, we didn't take any trades. And these are 50K accounts. I got to make another $1,000 in these things. Well, there we go. I guess I should take a little flip trade here. Let's do a flip trade together, shall we? Make sure I got this all selected here. Let's do a little flipacito. All right, give me the flip trade. Go north. Go north a little bit. Get our finger here on the sell button and wait for it. Give me a little pop through 30s. Give me the pudding pops through 30. There we go. Oh, wait, no, I thought it was profitable. You dirty dog, you. Hold on. I want those pudding pops through the 30. Hold on a second. Now I'm going to be obsessed about getting this trade here. Give me the pudding pops through the... Just do it. Go on. There you go. All right, cool. There we go. We're green. Imagine you could just command the market to do your bidding. So there we go. We got another trading day and take profit trader. There we go. We got the pudding pops. The jello pudding pops through the 30s. There you go. All right. So I feel like my job is done here. Let's run a quick little poll. I'm going to run a poll here on Kick, because I feel like you folks would be biased on YouTube. Don't leave. Markets or gamble? Markets. Gambling. CEO says, Rips, I went $210 above the target point. Do I have to lose the $210 or I should be good for Apex? Apex, there is no like, you can make as much as you want on Apex because they're 1 day pass. You are good, my brother, and congratulations. Give it up for CEO Cruz. Not only did they pass their Apex, but they threw $5 this way. CEO Cruz, if you come over into Kick, I'm sure somebody will buy you a house, by the way. I'm just saying. All right, markets or gamble, vote. I'm going to put my vote in. You know what I'm voting for. Markets. No, I'm kidding. I would never. Congratulations to you, CEO Cruz. Or, yeah, Cruz. I was going to say Cruz. Hopefully we all had some fun today. How many cons did you enter to make that band? Which band? Which one? On Apex? I think this was 2 contracts on Apex for $1,000. This was just 1 contract, I think, on TBT. And then over here, Funny Ticks, we did 5 contracts on each account. So 15 total to make $3,000. $3,000. All right, let's see. What do you folks want to do? It is going to be gambling. All right, thanks for tuning in on YouTube, folks. Again, just a quick little wrap sesh here. The total profit here is 3033.6 plus. Let me copy this number here. Oh, True Social. Let me see. No, he didn't. Is that for real? No, he did not. Oh my God. This Trump tweet is incredibly legendary. Sydney Sweeney, a registered Republican, has the hottest ad out there. It's for American Eagle and the jeans are flying off the shelves. This is real, by the way. This is real. President Trump. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are not living in reality, folks. This is certainly a simulation. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, brother Trump. Sending it home. Look at this. Oh, I love it so much. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy. He put hottest in all caps. He's a ledge. How does he do it? That is so funny, dude. That is so incredibly hilarious, dude. This is amazing. Send it. Are you sure, sir? Are you sure you want to send that out there? Yeah, shut up and send it. Send the tweet. I love this world. I love it. I love it. Wake up, talk a bunch of shit, and press some buttons, make some money. It's hilarious. It's so funny. What phase of the bull run is this? This is the boner candle Randall era. Dude, that is hilarious. I really wish I could have said that I caught. God, I should have locked in. That would have been a hilarious post on X. Isn't that funny? Like, I'm not even thinking about like what I could have made monetarily trading my own personal account on that trade. I just wanted to thank Trump for that tweet and say that I posted something. By the way, we got 5 seconds here. Order books are cleared out. We're gonna get some minor news here. Not very big deal. It's factory orders. Nobody cares. Watch how little the market cares. It's not even out yet. There you go. Minus 4.8% versus minus 4.8% expected. Or is that wrong? Oh, 0.4% versus 0.2% for the without using transportation for factory orders. Am I trading with Tradeovate for what? I trade on Tradeovate for props. I trade TradingView for my own personal. God, it's so freaking funny, dude. That is so funny. The hottest ad, Sydney Sweetie. The hottest. It's so funny, dude. Can't believe this is real. It's so good. Yeah, I know. I just said that, Hal. I gave the number and everything. I told you. 0.2 versus 0.4. Or 0.4 versus 0.2. I told you. I said it. What you want from me? I gave it to you already. Would you play Tom Dwan heads up for $1 million? Why not? Of course. I'd love to. I'm disappointed that I didn't get the invite for the NBC Heads Up Championship. I'm actually disappointed. One of my buddies was supposed to get the invite too. He didn't get it either. We were yapping to each other in the DMs like, man, this is scuffed. Yeah, factory orders are the same as durable goods, Mr. Howe. It's the same flavor of ice cream, my brother. It's all out at the same time. And it's in the same vein. Nobody cares, you know, unless we're all trading the Dow, then we care, but nobody's trading the Dow, let's be honest. The Boomer Index. Nobody's trading the Dow, get out of here. Big How trades the Dow. What are you talking about, Ripsy? Big How trades the Dow. That should be your tagline if you don't have that on the shirt already. Big How trades the Dow. D-O-W Dow. All right, well, I think we're done for the trading portion of the show. Let's get to gambling. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in on YouTube. I was going to add up my total. I guess we can do that now. That's fine, whatever. We made 60 plus carry the one, 110, 130 bucks plus that. Wow, wow, wow. This song is terrible. Okay, 203, 80. Times 3 plus 213, 8, 213, 8 plus. We made $4,200, $4,202.60 today, ladies and gentlemen, trading here live on YouTube. Whee! Go us. Go us. Does he read the chart or does he read the chat? Ash for the win? No, I don't. I never will either. Do not count on me ever reading the chat. Watching 50% of the 4-hour rated, yes. All right, take care, everybody, on YouTube. I'll see you. Well, I mean, folks, come over to Kick. I know what you're doing with your lives. Just come on over to Kick. There's 500 people over there. Let's go hang out and Kick. Shall we? See you over there. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow on YouTube. If you don't want to join me on Kick, take care. Bye.